Okie dokie. Yes, yes, yes. It's time to do the yoga. Be in the body. It feels so good. Hello. My name is Shaw Wild, and I am very excited to be with you here. I'm taking you on this little adventure. We're in the Yogashala at Kus Farm Bali Eco Resort in Indonesia. Can you hear the sounds of the jungle? It's incessant. It never stops. The bugs never stop. The jungle is so loud. It's like being at the ocean where the waves never stop. And I can't quite wrap my mind around that when I'm at the ocean. Sit with me. Come onto the floor. Put your feet together. I cannot fathom how the ocean waves never stop. Like, just imagine they wake up tomorrow and they're like, no, we're just gonna stop moving. Like, something so enormous would have to happen to make the ocean waves stop. So it's like these up and down tide things have been going on forevers and evers, forever, ever. And then I come into the jungle and it's different because it's bugs. They could all die and it could be silent. It's a different life. It's a life thing. They're alive so they can die. The ocean, how would the ocean die? If it all evaporated? These are the kinds of thoughts that run through my mind when I get onto my butt on the earth and I sit here. Are you doing this with me? Feet together, knees out. This pose is called butterfly. Baddha Konasana. It means bound angle. You've made angles with your knees and you've bound them together. And you can flap your wings like a butterfly. I like to push my hands into my knees and twist side to side. There's a lot of beautiful butterflies in this jungle. They're black. Can you imagine that? Black butterflies on giant banana leaves. Roll your head around in circles and enjoy it. Go slower. I can't emphasize that enough. Slow down. The slower you go, and the deeper you go, the more you can feel, and the more you can heal. That's good, isn't it? Switch directions. You feel better already, don't you? Yes, we do. Take your right leg around to the back. That's what happens to me. When I start to slow down, I instantly start to feel better. Although I know for some people it's really scary to slow down. Because then you have to feel stuff, like I just said, and feeling might be uncomfortable. Turn towards the front leg, to the left, just twisting. It's going to open up the front of your right hip, getting deep into the pelvis. You can stay on your fingertips, or you can fold. I like to think of this pose like a pinwheel. If you slow down, what's going to happen? To the other side. It might seem like a lot, trying to slow everything down. Like, how could I possibly slow everything down? There's so much going on all the time to do. And parts of you that are really on top of it. Parts of you that are managing your life. It's scary to slow down when they feel so responsible to make sure everything happens. Keep you safe. You can tell those parts of yourself that they don't have to change. Like right now, we don't have to change the whole world. Let's just start with the breath. You can tell these parts of you that are wanting to go so fast, that maybe feel afraid of slowing down or really resistant to it. Ask them, hey, would it be okay if just for a couple minutes we slow down just the breathing? And just breathe slowly for a couple minutes. That's it. That's all I want. Can I have that space, please? See what those parts of you say if you ask for that. And come back to center. Stretch your legs out into a straddle. Stay with those parts of you. Slow your breath. And drag out the inhale, like you're trying to make it last forever. You have many parts, so if there's some parts of you that are resisting slowing down, maybe they're not even here. Maybe you're just 100% yes, please let me slow down. I'm in the mood to slow down. You can be with those slow, loving parts too. Like friends taking a long, slow walk or a leisurely 20-course meal or a deep stretch. No, there's no rush. It's just you and me. You want to go slow? I'm here for it. You can tell all of these parts that you're here for it. Whatever they need, you're here for it. They're having a hard time slowing down. That's okay. You're here for them. They love slowing down. You're here for them. They don't know how. They're afraid. They wish they could slow down forever. They can never slow down enough. Literally, whatever thoughts and feelings come up right now, they're all welcome. We're just going to be here with them. Come on up. Bring your knees together. Let's do happy baby. Lay down. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Hold the soles. Hold the heels, the inside. Pull down. Knees towards the armpits. Do you notice how, as we change to a new yoga pose, a new asana? Yoga poses are called asanas. Asana means a comfortable seat. So every single yoga pose is a different type of comfortable seat, like a chair. How many different types of chairs? I say chair, you start to envision a throne, a stool, an armchair, a squishy chair, a wooden chair, a plastic chair, a folding chair. Like, there are so many types of chairs. They're all called chairs. There are so many types of yoga poses, yoga shapes, and they're all called comfortable seats. And then you get into them, and you're like, wait a second, none of these are comfortable. And that right there is the beginning of your journey. It's a journey towards finding comfort in these chairs. You stretch the muscles, you build the strength, you build the endurance, the determination, the surrender, whatever it is that you need in order to learn to sit comfortably in each of the poses. And then you get really settled into a pose. You're like, all right, I'm in it. I'm slow. I'm here. I'm present. I'm doing the thing. And then when you move to the next pose, suddenly everything gets kind of stirred up again, and you're moving faster, and a bunch of thoughts come in, and you've moved around. It's like, you know what it's like? The water in the pond is clear because it's just been sitting there. And then you reach in and you pull a rock off the bottom and you dislodge it, and with it comes a lot of dirt and sediment, and now the water gets all murky. But then you wait again and it settles and it gets clear again. So you're in one yoga pose, it gets really peaceful and clear. You got really slow. And then we transition to a new yoga pose and it stirs everything up. And everything has to resettle again. So this is when transitions become part of the pose. And you try to see, it's like a little game. Can I get from the first pose to the next pose without disrupting the water? And then it becomes a fluid flow from pose to pose to pose, and you go for an hour or more of yoga and see if you can go through the whole thing with clear water. And you learn this by slowing down. Bring your knees into your chest. Make circles. Switch directions. Shavasana. Roll your head side to side. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch. Curl over. Press up. Comfortable seat. Crisscross. This is called Sukhasana. It means easy seat. Sukhasana. So it's an easy, comfortable seat. It's one of the poses that's easier to learn to be comfortable sitting in. Not rushing off just yet. Stay for a breath. Release the tension. Bring your hands to your heart. Thumbs to your forehead. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing yoga with me, for spending time with yourself, for spending time with your parts, for slowing down. This is a really beautiful way to be together. When we're together, we're bringing things back together. This is healing.